Life is not easy, especially if you are trying to conduct business. Although the fruits it may bear are unparalleled, so is the effort. And if you thought the rich and powerful had it easy, well, you were wrong. With big businesses come more significant stakes. Besides just managing sales, battling the competition, and turning a profit, businesses also have to face many social, environmental, and bureaucratic hurdles to keep their operations smooth and running. But of course, how many hurdles are dealt with depends on the business person engaged. We all know Elon Musk for being a bit unconventional compared to your average businessman. So when it comes to dealing with hurdles, we have an example of how Tesla won in the case of its gigaberlin plant. To grasp the situation, we have to go back in time a little. In 2019, Elon Musk announced that Tesla would be starting its operations in Berlin after opening a giga press-operated plant in Berlin, Germany.
An announcement, which I think we hopefully will receive, that we've decided to put the Tesla Gigafactory Europe in the Berlin area.
At the time, Tesla was moving towards unforeseen growth in the company's history, and demand was soaring sky high. Therefore, it only seemed feasible that another production facility is opened, and Tesla's relatively unique production method, the infamous gigapress, was not a very traditional way of manufacturing automobiles. But since things were going well for Tesla and everyone finally understood the environmental impact of combustion engines leaning towards electric vehicles, it seemed like another smooth sail so far. However, if it were as smooth as expected, you would not be seeing this video right now. You see, although there were a few different concerns that made the Berlin Giga plant a bit of a challenging task to accomplish, it was a symbolic feat. It is primarily because Germany is the heart of the European automobile manufacturing industry, with giants like Audi, Mercedes, and BMW calling the country home. There was bound to be a few obstacles that happened to be just waiting for Tesla. But for the sake of it, let us not get into anything that would be considered a conspiracy. So far, Tesla has seen quite favorable results for its gigafactories in Shanghai and other places, with development taking place at an astonishing pace. A bureaucratic hurdle struck with force, as Tesla was not given immediate and smooth permissions to establish its factory or begin operations owing to reasons that include environmental concerns. You might be thinking right now, funny how an electric vehicles manufacturer would be called out for environmental concerns. Although the plant began construction and was almost nearing completion, Tesla still did not get off the hook for environmental concerns, with the state of Brandenburg withholding the approvals to begin production, which is scheduled to begin in 2022. This was a massive shock to Tesla and Musk, especially after European countries had previously been so eager to welcome the plant, with France even offering to turn the Fessenheim nuclear power plant into the factory itself. However, Germany was still thought of as the ideal place as a European melting pot of the automotive industry. This was a crucial blow to Tesla, since the factory was expected to meet demands for more than just the Model Y in Europe. The Gigafactory was also meant to produce batteries, battery packs, and powertrains. Hence, the delay could bring the company's entire European mission in jeopardy. Not only would operations be hindered, but the factory, meant to be the highest volume electric vehicle production plant in the world, was also symbolic of Tesla's growing prowess in the global car industry. The attacks on Tesla's plans were primarily initiated by citizens who expressed concerns over Tesla's water consumption inside the plant, given how the plant is located near a significant water source in the area. However, Tesla's initial response was very cooperative with the plant, drastically introducing plans to readjust and better manage its water consumption. But again, it seemed like the objections went beyond just the concerns surrounding water. In addition, new concerns emerged about how site clearing would disturb the location's natural ecosystem. However, given how closely tied Tesla's selling edge is connected to the environment, Tesla still came up with a feasible solution to replant certain areas as compensation for the deforested land that would site the factory. Furthermore, Tesla even proposed to relocate the affected wildlife to the newly afforested areas personally. With this matter cleared, Tesla's issue became a bit more political, owing to how the German legislature leaves room for constant reconsiderations and remodeling of permit-granting conditions. Constant changes meant that Tesla had no solid agreement with the concerned governing bodies. In December 2020, Tesla was ordered to immediately pause work, a continuation of which was barred until Tesla deposited a hefty €100 million thorough security. This was primarily due to Brandenburg's environmental regulators' delayed finalization of an appropriate environmental management plan. Collectively, this pushed Tesla out of its prospect timeline, with each delay causing the automotive plant to lose precious time. And of course, with so many pending orders, time is money for Tesla more than for anyone else. Brandenburg's environmental minister, Axel Vogel, also raised objections regarding the plant's construction. Vogel demanded that Tesla provide a comprehensive building plan to the concerned authorities and the general public to meet all possible concerns for everyone. However, despite this added delay and Tesla's subsequent disclosure, non-governmental bodies eventually retained concerns and further persisted in staggering the plant's construction. In the end, Tesla saw a few critics in court over their concerns regarding the entire ordeal and its environmental impact. Independent non-governmental bodies such as the Green League had brought about objections to the plant, citing safety concerns for the surrounding inhabitants and the environment at large. But by now, Tesla had begun realizing that unless it flexed its muscles, it was going to continue facing hurdles. So it boiled down to who could pursue the prolonged legal battle. Critics took the objections to Frankfurt's administrative court, which had turned down their appeal in favor of Tesla, stating all regulatory barriers had been satisfied. The judgment itself was criticized by the Green League and Brandenburg Nature Protection Association, with claims that their legal case was not given ample hearing. However, by now, Tesla was ready to go all in to push through finally. Gearing up for another expected legal battle against the court's decision, Tesla expected critics would take the matter to higher courts in hopes of having the decision overruled. But finally, Tesla's massive resources did the job as the critics realized how an extensive legal battle would not be economically feasible for their cause. Finally, Tesla had broken free from the repeated onslaught of repetitive barriers. So with all the responses and timeline in mind, I think it is pretty safe to say that the multifaceted reasons for Tesla's eventual prevalence include the coherence of its intended purpose as a company to the very concerns raised against it, the betterment of the environment. You see, Tesla was never resistant or hesitant to ensure that environmental degradation is avoided no matter the costs. Because again, in the end, the primary selling point of Tesla's identical products, for the most part, is the moral conscience that their incarnation owes to the environment. Tesla's successful business operations met this readiness to compensate that afforded Tesla the vast pool of resources necessary to persevere. The mere reflection of this is what finally showed with the last lawsuit mentioned. The critics knew that they could not outmuscle Tesla after failing to defeat Musk in the moral battle, though it does come down to speculation about how pure Tesla's intentions are, but that is a topic for another video. With this, today's video comes to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like and speak your thoughts in the comments section. Subscribe for more and stay tuned. Till then, take care.